Ann Johnson was paralyzed for 18 years after a severe stroke at the base of her brain. She sat in a lab at UC San Francisco, unable to move or speak. Yet on a screen next to her, a digital avatar spoke her exact thoughts out loud at 78 words per minute. Dr. Edward Chang's team pulled this off using a paper-thin sheet packed with 253 microsensors placed right on the surface of her brain. These sensors read brain activity 1000 times every single second. To see how big this is, natural human conversation runs around 110 to 150 words per minute. Traditional eye tracking tools max out at just 5 to 15 words per minute. In a single trial, scientists made mind-to-speech technology 5 times faster than ever before. The trick behind this speed was surprisingly simple. Instead of trying to teach the AI to recognize 100,000 full English words from raw brainwaves, the team focused on phonemes, the 39 basic building block sounds that make up every word in the English language. When your brain gets ready to speak, it sends tiny movement signals to your tongue, lips, jaw, and throat long before any actual sound comes out of your mouth. The 253 sensors pick up those physical movement plans straight from the brain. The AI translates those tiny signals into sound patterns, making mistakes only 25% of the time across a 1024 word vocabulary, while instantly moving the facial muscles of a digital avatar at the exact same time. At Stanford University, another team went even deeper. Researchers placed 4 tiny sensor grids, fitted with 256 microscopic pins, directly into the speech centers of Pat Bennett, a patient with ALS who lost her ability to speak clearly. These microscopic pins recorded activity from individual brain cells as she tried to say sentences out loud. The computer never heard her physical voice. It listened straight to her brain cells and turned those signals into text at 62 words per minute. When limited to a 50-word everyday vocabulary, the machine made mistakes just 9% of the time. Even when tested against a massive 1 to 5,000 word dictionary, the system kept its error rate down to 23%, proving it could handle regular, complex conversation. Brain implants give us extremely clear data, but non-surgical methods are catching up fast. In 2023, UT Austin researchers Jerry Tang and Alex Hu built a mind decoder that pairs standard MRI brain scanners with a custom AI language model. Participants lay inside a massive MRI machine for 16 hours, listening to story podcasts like the Moth Radio Harsh. Instead of picking up electrical signals, the MRI tracked tiny changes in blood flow across the brain, mapping out how different ideas and words light up different brain areas. While surgical chips track muscle movements meant for speech, this MRI decoder tracks pure meaning. When a person inside the scanner listened to the sentence, "I don't have my driver's license yet," the decoder read their brain's blood flow and generated, "She has not even started to learn to drive yet." When participants simply watched silent Pixar short films without hearing any sound at all, the AI wrote out the storyline of the movie in clear text, just by looking at their brain activity. This brings up a scary thought. Could someone put you in a scanner and secretly steal your private thoughts? The researchers specifically tested for this. They asked people to block the decoder by doing math problems in their head, counting backward by sevens, or thinking about animals. The result? The machine couldn't read a thing. The output completely broke down into gibberish. On top of that, when researchers tried using a model trained on person A's brain to read person B's thoughts, it failed completely. Reading minds without surgery requires hours of personal setup and total active cooperation. Reading pure internal thought, that private voice inside your head, means tapping into a totally different part of the brain. At Caltech, researchers placed microsensors into the brain area responsible for inner intent and planning. Instead of asking patients to try moving their throat or vocal cords, the sensors tracked purely imagined speech words spoken silently in the mind with zero physical effort. The data proved that your inner voice creates a distinct, recognizable brain pattern that is completely separate from physical speech movements. As this technology moves out of university labs and into real products, brain data is becoming something companies can buy and sell. Unlike location tracking, search history, or face scans, brain data tracks your focus, stress levels, and emotional state in real time. Consumer headsets are already on the market, reading brain waves through your scalp for video games and work productivity. This means sensitive brain signals are now being generated, collected, and saved on corporate servers with almost no legal rules to protect you. This missing protection kicked off a global movement for neurorights. Lawmakers and ethicists, leading to new constitutional protections in Chile and brain privacy laws in California, are creating brand new human rights: the right to mental privacy, freedom of thought, and protection against unauthorized brain tracking. These new laws treat your raw brain data not like standard phone data, but as a direct, protected part of your personal identity. This technology comes with a major trade off. For someone trapped inside their own body due to stroke or paralysis, high speed brain decoding gives them back their basic voice. Yet the underlying AI treats every single brain signal purely as raw data. The computer program cannot tell the difference between a sentence you genuinely want to say out loud and a random fleeting thought you'd rather keep to yourself. For all of human history, your thoughts stayed private for one simple reason: your skull was an unbreakable physical wall. Today, advanced surface sensors, micro implants, and high powered MRI machines have turned that physical wall into an engineering problem. The scientific question is no longer if a brain activity contains readable language. The real question is how clear the signal can get, how fast computers can process it, and how small these devices will become. AI cannot read your mind from across the room today, but as flexible brain sensors, light-based scanners, and wireless microimplants keep improving, biology won't be enough to protect our privacy anymore. The most important tool we build next won't just be the smart computer program that reads brainwaves. It will be the legal rules that decide who is allowed to listen. This is Curiosity Quest. Every Curiosity Quest video takes hours of research and digging through expert studies, all to uncover the real story hiding beneath the surface. If you enjoyed the journey, like, share, and subscribe. Check out our social media and website in the description. For more fascinating stories, click the video on your screen right now and dive into the next quest. As always, keep questioning, keep learning, keep exploring.